thing is, the easy path, they made it look easy. They made the easy path look easy. That's what a great team does. Right? I don't know what everyone wants, but they really are one of the greats, whether people want to get on board with it or not. Who would you have rather seen? Right now, I'm starting to hear this. I really wish it would have been Denver. I wish Denver wouldn't have blown it against Minnesota. Right. That would have been much better for everyone. Denver couldn't keep their legs for 2 series. They ran out of gas. That's on them. We're assuming Denver would have showed up in the finals. They were out of gas in the second series, which ended over a month ago.
Jokic couldn't wait to go watch his horses.
I mean, there's always a reason to cut someone down from the top. Like, people just can't handle it. These guys have been incredible at every turn.
Gino Auriemma and UConn used to get the same criticism. It's terrible for the game. Is that my responsibility? Is it my responsibility to make everybody else better? No, go get better.
Step up.
Yeah.
What's so hard? What is so hard about it? It takes a lot of work. That's the thing. People don't want to put in the work, or they don't want to spend the money.
Tune in, baseball action Sunday. Red Sox hosting the Yankees. Coverage of Sunday Night Baseball begins 6 p.m. Eastern, ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, or 7 p.m. on ESPN. And we wrap it with a promo. Yeah.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage with our proprietary AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal, and administrative and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Koala Insulation.
Hey, this is Bruce.
And I'm Carey.
We're the owners of Koala Insulation. Spring is here, and you know what that means. Those hot summer days are just around the corner, and so are those high utility bills. Don't sweat it out waiting this summer to upgrade your insulation.
Give us a call today to set up your free evaluation at 904-679-6282 or find us online at koalainsulation.com.
This is the absolute worst time of year to be dealing with joint pain. You can't do the outdoor stuff that you love to do, whether it's exercising or just going to the beach and playing on the beach with the kids, the grandkids. Hey, everybody, it's Brent Martineau. Listen, don't go through the summer missing out on life. Call QC Kinetics now and find out how they can use biologics from your own body to give new life to those achy joints like your knees, your hips, your back, your shoulders. This is the future of medicine. Tens of thousands of QC Kinetics patients around the country are living their best life this year because they made the call. They made the call to QC Kinetics for a free consultation. Revolutionary treatments for joint pain are here. 904-274-5522. Get a free consultation. 904-274-5522. Medical professionals are under the direction of Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup. He was an orthopedic surgeon who became a true pioneer for regenerative medicine. He knew there had to be a better way, and there is, by calling QC Kinetics for a free consultation. 904-274-5522 in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach.
Forever Vets has teamed up with Canines for Warriors for an event the whole family will love. Dr. Baxter's Barbecue Bash will be held June 29th from 4 to 8 p.m. at our Forever Vets Central location, off Bay Meadows and 295. We'll have an obstacle course, live DJ, dunk tank, food trucks, photo opportunities, dog washing station, various vendors, and more. This is a free event to raise awareness and funds for our friends at Canines for Warriors. Come out to support this amazing organization and have a blast at our Barbecue Bash. For more information, visit forevervets.com.
I've got 2 words for you. Incredible inventory. And it's all at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. I'm talking over 600 vehicles in stock, one location. That's over 275 SUVs, over 200 cars, over 110 pickups. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18,000. Plus, now you get 60 days to love your purchase or exchange it. And help from Arlington's Credit for Everyone program. Shop 10939 Atlantic Boulevard or arlingtontoyota.com.
This Sunday is Century Firearms Sons of Liberty and American Tactical Father's Day sale. Mark your calendars and come check out our vast selection of firearms and accessories before this huge sale. No one provides a more personalized experience combined with good prices and large selection. Whether you're adding to your arsenal or just starting out, we have something for everyone. Go to jacksguns.com to see our extensive inventory. Our knowledgeable staff can't wait to help you find what you need. Century Firearms, your trusted partner in protection.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Studios, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. The Boston Celtics are one win away from a record 18th NBA title. They've won 10 games in a row, and they lead the Mavericks 3-0. ESPN's Doris Burke wonders if they're also showing the league a new formula for winning.
Two elite wings, most important position, some would say. Both guys can beat a mismatch. Both guys can get by their defender off the bounce. Both guys can make a three, so they're both three-level scorers. They both guard their positions and are cross-positional defensively at a high level.
Doris Burke talking about Jason Tatum and Jalen Green on Greeny. Our coverage of Game 4 tonight in Dallas, 7:30 Eastern here on ESPN Radio. The game is also on ABC. Second round of the U.S. Open. Right now, Patrick Cantley, Ludwig Oberg, and Matthew Pavone are all tied for the lead at 5 under. Scotty Scheffler 5 over after a 74 today. Right now, he's below the projected cut line. Former Illinois forward Coleman Hawkins will transfer to Kansas State.
As humans, we like having options. One option you might like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. Who is this guy? Aaron Shafting? What is it? Oh, Schachter? Schachter. Okay. Shack Attack. Schachter. He gets shacked. But I digress. Here we go.
You ready? Yeah. Turn up your radio.
The Aaron Schachter Show on ESPN 690.
And just like that, we know the future. We understand who will be under center for the Jacksonville Jaguars for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Now we talking. Ladies and gentlemen, the deal got done. The deal got done. By now, you've all seen, you've all heard. One, Trevor Lawrence, now the recipient of the NFL's biggest contract. Of course, he's tied along with Joe Burrow, but still, we get to say it. We get to say it. Highest paid player in football based on average annual value. And that doesn't even really tell half the story, Brian. Lots of reasons why Jags fans should love this contract. Lots of reasons why the team should love this contract. But before we begin, let me say hello to you, Brian Middleton. Happy Friday.
Hey, man. Happy Friday. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Brian.
You know who else is doing fine?
Who's doing fine?
The 18 people outside the door right here.
Is there a lot of people out there?
Well, I haven't. Probably saying bye to Devin, but I'm just, they're all
we
congregated right there.
We have an employee leaving. It's a real tearjerker today.
It's gonna hurt.
Real tearjerker.
Great guy, by the way.
We throw around the word great a lot. He's a good guy.
Whoa, can I catch him? I'm sure he's still in the building.
I told him myself. I was like, hey, don't get a big head now.
Nah, you're still beefing because I never told you. I finally caught up with him the next day. I shook his hand.
Ooh.
I told him, hey, listen, I heard the way that you checked Aaron to the party that he wasn't invited to.
What are we talking about? The free food you're talking about.
So I know you got a little bit of beef. That's why you're holding back on calling them great.
Last week there was free food in the the performance room.
Chicken.
And I went in there acting like I belonged there.
Yeah.
And Devin reminded me no one invited me. Yeah, that's
Not
true.
a one.
Yeah, I wasn't invited.
A great guy. Anyway,
He's a great guy for telling me I wasn't invited.
I think they moved on. But this contract, Aaron Schachter, you were saying, man, it got done.
Devin's contract didn't. That's why he's leaving. Oh, you weren't. Okay, you're talking about something else.
Wow. That's a wild statement.
I'm just.
And I'm not wrong. Anybody call me a liar?
There are no contracts for that man. There are contracts for Trevor Lawrence. I mean, just one, technically. Well, you know what? Technically, there are two, because he's still on this rookie deal for another 2 seasons. He's still going to play year 4 and year 5 on the rookie deal.
Mm-hmm.
So there are 2 contracts when you talk about Trevor Lawrence. But we saw it. It happened. Everyone's pumped about it. And so we can dig in on the numbers. But before we do that, Brian, before you get to anything you want to do, I've got breaking news.
Oh, really?
I mean, technically, it's not that breaking. It's from yesterday.
Okay.
It's like
sometimes it's late breaking.
Very slowly breaking
late
news.
breaking.
Very late breaking news. Shout out to Jackson DeVille, Brian.
Who's that?
Jackson DeVille.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
Jackson DeVille?
Does he work in the building? What's going on?
No, he's the Jaguars mascot.
Oh, Jackson DeVille. I got you. Okay, the way you said it, I felt like another employee leaving.
No.
Like,
Shout out to Jackson DeVille. He's made the Mascot Hall of Fame.
Good for him.
And as everybody knows, Jackson, beloved mascot, everyone but Brian, knows Jackson, the beloved mascot for the Jacksonville Jaguars since 1996. Shout out to Curtis Dvorak, who really took that thing to the heights before handing it off to the next generation of man under the mask. It's always funny. I used to work down at the stadium for a couple of years. I've talked about it a little bit before.
Mm-hmm.
My office was right down the hall from where the cubicle they had Curtis, a.k.a. Jackson, in.
Okay.
It's a very interesting operation they run with that mascot because, you know, they rent the mascot out for parties. So, like, little kid Jags fans could have Jackson show up at the party for a fee. But you listen to Curtis work the phones, trying to earn that money, trying to earn that bag as a young man.
Yeah.
And it was very funny. He's talking as if he's his own assistant. He's talking about Jackson in the third person and where he's booking him. And I spoke to Jackson earlier today and all this stuff. And it's like, Kurt, that's okay. It's you, buddy.
You got to commit, man.
You're the guy.
Kayfabe, he's got to commit.
He really did. And I'm sure he made the bag when he did. So congratulations to Curtis for bringing all the notoriety. He was the guy jumping off the top of the stadium.
Yep.
He was the guy lighting his head on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the next generation just kind of took it from there. But shout out to Jackson DeVille, now in the Mascot Hall of Fame.
It's about time.
You know what I mean? There are a couple of other mascots that were thrown in there who we don't care about, like Lou the Seal and Monty from the University of Montana. Oh, sure, you know Monty. He's the beloved bear mascot.
It's starting to sound like the NBA Hall of Fame where they just let everybody in. I'm sorry, the Basketball Hall of Fame.
I'm just the Houston Astros mascot got in. Can you name who it is?
Is that the one with the round face? Like a ball?
Technically, sure.
Yeah.
The name is Orbit.
It makes sense. I like it. Continuity there.
Yeah. Look, we have no business talking about Jackson DeVille in the Hall of Fame when we have a whole Trevor Lawrence contract to be discussing here.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Trevor Lawrence signs the deal, or reportedly will sign the deal whenever that happens. Who knows if it's happened yet. Really, he should be running to the table with the pen. 5 years, $275 million.
Aaron Schachter.
Wow. 2 pieces of breaking news in the first segment.
Hey, listen, man, it's crazy, right? So you know how certain people, like your friends over at the other radio station, they have their sources at grocery stores across the metro area?
I do know this, yes.
I may or may not have my sources as well.
Oh.
And I believe I have a short.
Have you been hanging out at Aldi or something?
Hey, man, listen, Publix is my jam.
All right.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And then Trader Joe's, you know the money's out there. They can't keep their mouth shut.
It's a big gossip in the vegetable aisle, I'm sure.
But listen, I may have gotten a piece of audio that allegedly.
I like myself some alleged audio.
Allegedly, this might be in the compound where maybe the starting quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars was talking to his inner circle. You know, his lovely wife, his agent, a couple of people he truly trusts. Last night, after the big announcement hit, the public. So I wanted to play that because I got my hands on it, and I just allege it. I'm not saying it's real.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
You're claiming you got your hands on an alleged piece of secret audio recording of Trevor's inner circle.
Whoa. You using names? I didn't say names. I just said I said 16 and potentially the starting QB. That could be Mac Jones. You never know, right? You never know. But I'm just saying, after the big announcement was made yesterday, I'm just saying. And it was very inspirational, and he really got to the point at the very end. So let me play that for you real quick, okay?
Let's listen in.
Maybe.
You can't judge a man's will. Yes, sir. You can't measure a man's will. No. When a man get the will that y'all guys have, the sky's the limit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The only thing can stop us is us. Yes, sir. Okay? So we gonna get better, though. Oh, yes, sir. Okay, but I tell you what, you all have hearts of champions. Oh, yes, sir. And a heart of a lion. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all gonna understand. Tell them to bring me my money.
Way to go.
Sounds like he listens to the show, too. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorite hotkeys right there.
Well, a lot of people thought that I took yesterday off to help finalize the deal.
We're not saying anything. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to confirm or deny.
Interesting.
But sources tell me that it might have been true. Sources are telling me. I won't tell you which sources.
I got you.
But this is what I'm being accused of, Brian. Yeah. And quite frankly, I won't confirm or deny, but let's just say if I was there, I did a really good job. A really good job.
Well, you held strong, man. You and Balky, Mr. Khan, all in talks, on a nightly basis. Isn't that what Trent said one day when he was doing a presser and he was like, yeah, I just got off the phone last night with Trevor and his team.
That was after they asked him where he was on Josh Allen's contract, and he's like, who?
Oh, that's right, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Josh Allen's on Buffalo. What are you talking about?
I knew he had extra money around here. Let me go figure that out, too.
Let me go figure that out real quick before I sign Trev. But you may remember Pretty Ricky, the Twitter account. We were talking about this on Wednesday before I allegedly took Thursday off to go help finalize the contract. We were talking about Pretty Ricky and how it's like, just a silly Twitter account. It's not verified or confirmed that it's anyone important. But Pretty Ricky did put it out there that he thought Trev was signing. That deal was imminent. And sure enough, less than 24 hours later, the news broke. Pretty Ricky back on Twitter as soon as the deal happened. Here's what he said. He goes, breaking. I've been told the Jaguars have finalized an extension with Trevor Lawrence. I previously reported the deal to be the largest QB contract in history. Now I'm hearing, this was before Schachter broke the news officially. Now I'm hearing it will not surpass the Burrow deal, but the Jags aren't done yet. The implication there is that we either have another big-time extension coming or we may see a trade for a big name. There aren't too many free agent big names hanging out there anymore. But very interesting. Pretty Ricky thinks the Jags, at least, are still doing some work.
Aaron, the world better hope Pretty Ricky never goes into the private eye, relationship business.
You think he nails everybody?
Holy smokes.
Yeah. You actually just reminded me of my favorite TV show. I'm going to go look up reruns of.
Cheaters?
Yes. What a great show that was.
I can never tell if it was real or not.
I didn't ever think it was real, but then one episode, someone got stabbed.
Yeah, and I was like, nah, that ain't acting. That's not acting right there.
I always thought it was great because the host is such a snivelly nerd.
Like he has it coming.
Yeah, like every guy on that show is probably going, I'm going to whoop this dude's. And then, you got the big bodyguard standing behind her like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
In any case, back to Trev, please.
Okay.
I allegedly spent a lot of time yesterday working on it. I want to brag about it a little bit. Thank you. Trevor Lawrence becomes the 6th quarterback to have an average salary above $50 million a year. It doesn't tell the whole story, Brian, because like I said, you still got 2 years left on the rookie deal. Very favorable rate for the club. But Trev made sure to get his money because as soon as he puts pen to paper, they got to carry in, what is it, 142 million, 147, $142 million due at signing.
Now we talking.
Oof.
But you're also now talking $78 million remaining on the entirety of the next 7 years for Trevor.
And it's funny money.
Guaranteed money.
It's all funny money.
Guaranteed money, not contract money. Guaranteed money.
No, I understand that. And the guaranteed money, even in the NFL at this point in time, me trying to keep up with everything, it's all funny money.
You don't think guaranteed is actually guaranteed?
No, I think it is. It's just the way that they can still distribute it. It just feels like,
Well, to me, it just means this is the money you're absolutely getting. Yeah. Everything else is like, we'll see. We'll see. But the money you are no doubt about it getting, and quite frankly, depending on where those guarantees fall, the years you will no doubt about it be playing for this team, unless your name is Stephon Diggs, and you're such a distraction that they got to kick you out when you still got 30-something million in dead cap coming at you. Fine. But Trev gets $200 million in guarantees, $142 due at signing, $37.5 million comes in a signing bonus. The deal starts in 2026. He's going to be under contract through 2030, according to a source close to the deal, who may or may not have been me.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Percentage out of 100% of Jacksonville Jaguars fans, what percentage think that they still should have waited before they gave him this big of a contract?
I mean, had you asked me this before the contract was signed, I would say of Jacksonville Jaguars fans, not people in Jacksonville with an opinion.
Well, okay.
Because I think there's a difference, and I'll explain that in a second.
Okay.
Of Jaguars fans, I would think 30 to 35% wanted the team to wait before signing him to a big mega deal like this to see what happened this year.
Okay.
After the signing, now I'm looking at the reaction on social media. I actually think that number is closer to like 65%. The reaction has not been kind. I thought it was going to be overwhelmingly supportive here locally. That has not been the case. And that's not to say Jaguars fans aren't happy at all. I see a lot of happy people on social media.
Okay.
But almost every post from every outlet on every social media platform, you jump into the comment section and it's overpaid. They should have waited. Why did my team do this? It's like, guys, come on. This is not smart on your part. And by the way, just because AAV now ties Joe Burrow, and so Trev gets a headline, doesn't exactly mean that's what the deal is. Because think of it like this. He's playing the next 2 years on the remaining 2 of his rookie deal, right?
Yeah.
So that's a significant reduction from $55 million a year. I don't have the exact numbers. I'll pull them up here in a second, unless you want to do that at Spotrac. But the point is, he's not making $55 a year. Certainly not when you consider he's under contract through 2030. I mean, the Jags can now still afford to go out and buy these pieces for him without even considering his number on the salary cap. Number 2 years on the rookie deal, then the new deal kicks in, right?
Yeah.
2 years ago, if you look at the highest AAVs in the league, you had Aaron Rodgers at 50 because the Packers were begging him to stay. They gave him 3 years, 150 because he threatened to retire. You had Josh Allen, who just signed a new deal, at 48, I think. You had Kyler at 46 and Mahomes at 45. 2 years later, you're talking about a guy like Burrow at 55. That's a $5 million gap between Aaron Rodgers and Burrow in just 2 years, and the Aaron Rodgers deal was like an outlier at the time.
Okay.
But I'll even still count it. So now, if you're telling me at the end of this rookie deal for Trevor Lawrence, if that pace keeps up, and we know the pace is actually quickening, salary cap is growing even more, then Trev's annual average of 55 will be at a minimum $5 million off the leader in the clubhouse within 2 years. The expectation is that Dak Prescott is going to get somewhere in the range of 60 average annual value. So now someone's going to be paying Dak 60. You're looking at Trev going, all right, you're no longer the highest paid quarterback in the league. Who does that matter to? Nobody. Like literally nobody. If it mattered to Trev, he would have insisted on ripping up the rookie deal. But he also recognizes that this is the way you're able to afford a T. Higgins. This is the way you're able to afford a Marshawn Lattimore. This is the way you're able to afford another big-time piece to go to that deep playoff run.
And really quick, sorry to interrupt. You know, the concept of time value of money, it's basically saying that money in the present is worth more than whatever it will be in the future because of inflation, things of that nature. Well, that concept kind of applies here to the organization in the opposite way, meaning people, you guessed roughly before the contract was signed, 30 to 35% of the fans saying, hey, you know what, wait until he actually proves it again or proves it to their liking. And now it may be closer based off of what you've seen off of social media, especially 60, 65%. Wait. If Trevor goes out there and does everything that you want him to do besides win the Super Bowl, maybe get you to a conference championship game, has 4,500 yards, has 37 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, you want to know what you're not going – you want to know how much wiggle room you're going to not have because you're going to have to pay him probably the top numbers in the league. So, honestly, in my opinion, I think that this is a smart move for what you were coming from before he came here. I was telling somebody else this earlier. We couldn't even lose correctly. We needed the Jets to do us a solid so that we could get Trevor.
And they did, by the way.
They did. Thank you, Frank Gore. Every year at the start of the season, I buy him a Christmas card, never send it, though. But my point is, you pay it now. Who are you going to get to replace him? That's one. And then also, he has actually proven enough, I think, to get paid in today's NFL QB market. He doesn't have to do this 14-win, outdo Patrick Mahomes in order to get the second or third highest contract currently, which is going to change anyway by this time next year.
Totally.
This time next year is going to look like a deal. It's going to look like a deal anyway.
Next year, 1 year later, you think?
Yes. With Dak out there, seemingly going to get paid $78 million. But anyway.
Base salary right now for Trev in 24 is $1.5 million. With 13.5 signing proration from the original rookie deal. His cap hit is $15 million this year. Next year, base salary $2 million. That signing proration at 7.5. The option proration at $7 million. Workout bonus at $500,000. That's a cap hit of $17 million. Year one of the new deal, Trev is 27 years old. That base salary is $2 million. Year two of the new deal, Trevor 28. Base salary is $6 million. Year three at 29, base salary is $11 million. The team technically has a potential out here because all of the guaranteed money is done. Dead cap is at $0. Year four of the new deal, 2029, this is where you get the kick in the pants. So you got to assume after 28, if the Jags are still in love with T-Law, they will just renegotiate the extension. But the cap hit in 2029 will be $50 million. And then the cap hit in 2030 is 53.3. I'm sorry, that's the base salary. I just messed that up. Base salary in 29 at 50 mil. The cap hit is $78.5 million. Go get him, Trev. 2030, the cap hit is $74.8 million. So yeah, I imagine they're going to renegotiate this deal after the 28 season. But folks, we're talking about 4 years from now. Just be happy you locked them up. 3 more quarterbacks on the horizon with big deals coming. Tua, Dak, and Jordan Love. And every report I've read about it now says that the Packers are in a frenzy, a frantic frenzy to get Jordan Love's deal done before Dak or Tua. Because they're trying to pay less than $55 a year.
Yes.
And I got news for you. Tua's probably going to come in at $55 now that Trev did, and Dak's coming in above it. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's the Aaron Schachter Show, 904-362-9901. Let's go to the phones. Who do we got waiting on us?
What's going on?
Oh, is this Solid Take?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
How you doing?
What's up, Brian? Talk to me, man.
Not much. And you might hear my daughter in the background. She thinks she's a celebrity.
All good. All good. Let's go.
But yeah, I'm honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy about the contract, to be honest with you. It's a no-brainer. And for anybody who says that it's not, it's ridiculous. I mean, you name how many quarterbacks today would you take over Trev?
Very few.
Besides Cincinnati. Honestly, I wouldn't take Josh Allen over Trevor.
Nope.
That's just me.
Me too.
I mean, you got Pat Mahomes. You could probably name maybe 1 or 2 more. It's probably 4 quarterbacks that you would take over Trevor. You miss me with Dak. I would never take Dak over him.
Hey, man.
I would never take Tua. I would never take Tua over him. Tua is, you're half man, half a season. You don't even know what you're getting with him.
Man,
and
we
plus,
talking.
he has the best receivers in the NFL.
Yeah.
So what was he doing without him? Like, come on.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine Trevor with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle?
Ooh.
Oh my goodness!
Like, come on. And that running back, the new one they got, Aiken, that man is like a bullet. He's super fast. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, Trevor has never had that many weapons. And honestly, there's not four more quarterbacks besides the one I named that I would take over Trevor to this day. And if you don't sign him to the contract, well, who are you going to get? Nobody. Like, come on, it's a no-brainer, man. Anybody in Jacksonville should never make that comment. Anybody outside of Jacksonville, they need to be honest with themselves, because if Trevor was a free agent, they'll be signing today. Like, stop it.
Another solid take.
To this day.
From Solid Take Brian.
I mean, man.
Another
Let
solid
that man
take.
cook. You heard what he said about Dak, right?
I did hear
You
that,
heard what he said
yes.
about Tua, right?
I did hear,
Okay.
yes. I did hear.
To this day.
Solid Take Brian right there. Here's the thing. I think the disconnect is this, especially with non-Jags fans or non-football fans who live in Jacksonville. I think they're looking at it going, he hasn't earned this yet. All right, well, what quarterback has? I mean, I know people love Joe Burrow. Burrow hasn't earned the 55 just because he got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then the AFC Championship game. When he's healthy, they either go to the AFC Championship game or they go to the Super Bowl. Nah, he earned it.
Josh Allen hasn't earned it.
No, he hasn't.
Kyler Murray didn't earn it.
He did not.
As much as I love Aaron Rodgers, as long as his Achilles stays in one piece, he hasn't earned it. Not recently.
Jalen Hurts, did he earn it?
Yeah, I kind of think he did.
Lamar Jackson.
I kind of think he did. I kind of think Lamar Jackson earned it.
But the ones outside of Joe Burrow that you named, I agree. They didn't earn it to that level.
Justin Herbert, he didn't earn it yet.
Is the Brandon Staley Chargers dilemma.
No. You're paying these guys on potential is what it is. You're paying on what you think can be. That's what Trevor Lawrence is getting paid on. We'll be back on the Aaron Schachter Show with the Jacksonville Axemen. 904-362-9901 if you want to jump in on Trevor Lawrence as well. We're taking all comers today. It's a Friday edition on a Friday. The Aaron Schachter Show back on ESPN 690 after this.
Now, the First Alert Forecast on ESPN 690.
Fair to partly cloudy tonight. Temperatures dropping into the low 70s. It'll be partly sunny and hot for your Friday with just an isolated brief shower, but still largely dry. Highs around 90. For the CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. 0% financing for 5 years is back for a limited time at Beards Diamonds. Spring has sprung and tax return season is here. Now's the time to beautify your home by replacing your old windows with new energy-efficient, easy-to-clean windows from American Window Products. Keep the summer heat out with special glass packages, including low E3 and argon gas. American Window Products only uses the highest quality products and professionally trained employees to install. Call now to find out why they were voted the #1 window company in Jacksonville. 731-2247 for a free estimate, or visit AmericanWindowProducts.com.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, Jacksonville Koozies, it's me, Soccer Sam, for Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizza is now open in Jacksonville, Florida, Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. Daily $10 deals, dine in with beer and wine, and delivery at salvatores.com. The famous Formoso family brings Salvatore's Pizza, Rochester's favorite pizza, including our 32-piece sheet pizza for your next event. Do it with me, baby. Salvatores.com.
Have you seen your financial freedom wiped out by stock market volatility? It's Rich Jones. Consider investing in real estate funds from DLP Capital. Don Wenner is CEO and founder.
DLP Capital has provided our investors with consistent double-digit returns by investing in cash-flowing residential real estate. For more than a decade, we have had zero losses, little volatility, and have shot above our return targets in all of our investment funds. Plus, we offer monthly distributions and tax shelter opportunities.
To get your investor's guide and learn more, dial **invest on your cell phone or visit highyieldreturns.net.
And we're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for the... And there they go, almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-777-1225. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1225. That's 800-777-1225 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225.
Hey guys, we're the Twin Peaks Girls. We just love guys that listen to the Young and Norvell Show. Weekdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on ESPN 690.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. Aaron Schachter and Brian Middleton with you guys up until 5 p.m. 904-362-9901 if you're trying to get in on the action. And the action there is. Brian, you ever go to a rugby game here in town?
In town?
Yeah.
Can't say I have.
Not
yet.
I feel like rugby is more for.
Whoa.
Were you going to finish?
No, I thought you were going to. You
I
stumbling
feel
there.
like rugby is for like people who weren't necessarily always from here. Is like soccer and football together.
Okay.
You ever watch a rugby game? You did,
Yeah,
like,
Georgia
even
Southern.
on TV?
I watched a lot of Georgia Southern.
Does Georgia Southern play rugby?
Well, intramural.
I was going to say,
they didn't
I
have
don't
like
know
a
that they got
squad.
a college team that plays
they were
rugby.
in the conference, yeah.
That'd be a shock to me.
Yeah.
Well, I want to welcome to the show Drew Slover from the Jacksonville Axemen. And Drew, official position, because I believe it's owner, but I don't want to misquote anything.
Yeah, I'm the head idiot in charge.
The head idiot?
I got a bunch of, our guys we're a little nuts, so I'm the head guy in charge.
Who would have figured?
Yeah.
Group full of rugby players, a little bit wild.
A little screw loose.
But Drew, how long ago did you guys found the team?
So this is our 19th season.
19 seasons. Yeah. I feel like I worked with you way sooner than 19 seasons ago. Brian, I don't know if you know, me and Drew used to work together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Drew actually used to get in trouble all the time here.
All the time.
Wow.
All the time. One of my favorite stories ever, I can't even really tell the specifics of.
Okay.
Because we're on the radio and you don't have enough dump for me to tell.
Yeah, 8 seconds.
But let's just say that we were on, Drew was on a sales team. And I was working on the radio side. Drew was on the sales side. And one of our coworkers left his computer open.
Let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
Drew looks worried. Oh, he started giggling because before that, Drew
wasn't
looked
sure
a little worried.
where he was going. I know
Believe
exactly.
me,
I know exactly where he's going now.
he should be worried. But
Okay.
our friend leaves the computer open, unlocked, with the email open back in the days before anyone knew about computer terrorism. And Drew goes over and sends out an email.
Well, in my defense, like this was a thing that we were doing. Like it was always about pranks.
Not a
and
good
what have
defense. So Drew goes over and sends out an email to a group of the friends. There's like 8 to 10 people on this email.
Okay.
Talking smack about the guy who left the computer open, but pretending to be the guy, admitting to acts that everyone would look, oh, really? Oh, okay. So unfortunately, Drew, instead of including only friends on this email, accidentally had autofilled and included a very important client of this person who left the computer open. It's not over. So Drew sends the email to us, and I'm trying to be a funny guy. I see this email. And the client, who I don't know is a client, I think it's one of their college buddies, has a, let's call it an uncommon last name.
Okay.
And so I go, hey, I don't care about, this guy. I don't care about our friends' new activities. Who would name their kid this name? And it's the client's name. I'm like, that is just real awful.
Hey, yo.
And then everyone comes running to my office going, recall the email. Anyone who's ever worked with Microsoft Office and Outlook knows you can press the recall button.
Yeah, it's out there.
Ain't much going to happen.
It's out there.
And sure enough, that client saw it. And he gave our friend a hard time over the next 2 or 3 years because of it.
You know what?
But he took it in stride, though.
He did take it a little bit in
That's
stride.
crazy. Wow.
It could have been a lot worse.
There are so many good ones. There was another one. I think this was done to Drew.
Wow.
Where,
Drew, I'm sorry, man.
Drew, was this you where was this you where you'd send out emails that said have a good day, and someone changed when you type good, Outlook changes the word to diapers?
No, that was
somebody else.
That was somebody else. We did that to somebody else.
Every time they'd send out an email to a client and say have a diapers day.
We changed the autocorrect.
It's called a macro, yeah.
It was so good.
So good. So many pranks, Brian. Another good problem, man, not to just sit here and talk pranks all the Drew's here to talk Axemen, but I left my keys on my desk, as one tends to do, because it's a safe space, your office. Sure. No one's supposed to go in there and steal your car or anything. And so I leave and I come back out, and one of the guys I used to work with is like a super prankster. He goes, hey, man, I've stolen your keys to your car. And they're somewhere in your office. So I turn over my office and I call him back and I'm like, I can't find my keys. Now I'm starting to freak out. And he's like, all right, I actually put them in the parking lot hanging off that tree that's about 75 yards from your window. And so I leave the office to go walk over to the tree. And while I'm at the tree, I hear banging on my window from my office. It's the guy who stole my keys waving at me. And he's moved all my furniture around.
Rookie.
So now I go back to my office. My office is locked. But all I hear from inside the door is all the furniture moving.
Oh.
And so he opens the door and hands me my keys and walks down the hall. And like my chairs and stuff are stacked on top of my desk and everything just sucks. Oh, man.
What a time to be alive, man.
Back in the day.
That was a good couple years. That was a pretty good time.
And from that, Drew goes, hey, I want to buy a rugby team so I can do more of this nonsense, minus the emails.
I was 25. I was like, I'm not doing anything over the summer. That sounds awesome.
You bought you bought or founded a sports franchise at 25.
Just started it. Started with my business partner.
How do you do that?
Well, he was
like, where do you even start? It's you Google rugby teams for dummies. Like, how do you begin this?
So my old business partner, he used to actually be on 9:30 The Fox with Tom McManus.
How dare you say that?
The station doesn't exist anymore.
It actually does. It's different. No, actually, they just launched it. For anyone who doesn't know, there is another horrible sports station in town besides 1010XL, and it's down the block. It's
sorry.
awful.
The station that shall remain nameless. So he was playing rugby league up in the Northeast, and he was flying up there every weekend just to play.
Is rugby more popular in the Northeast than down here?
It's just so there's two codes of rugby, and not to get into the nitty gritty of it, but it's like football. You've got arena football in the NFL. They're both football, but they're different sports. So what you guys think of, what most Americans think of as rugby is actually known as rugby union. We play with a sport called rugby league. It's much more similar to American football. It's a lot faster paced. It's a lot easier to understand from a fan perspective.
Headlines, though, no pads.
Yeah, no pads, no helmets, just,
brutalization.
Yes, 100%. And so he was playing, the game was really only played up in the Northeast at the time. And so he was flying up there every weekend to play. And a bunch of us took a trip to Australia. I saw a game there, and I was like, this game is awesome. I want to check.
How was Australia?
It was a wild time. It was fun.
It seems like a wild country.
It's so
a lot of open space and desert, but in the places that are not open and desert-like, it seems like it's a cool place to be.
It is definitely a cool place to be. We went up to my Spitter's farm, and it was just like what you'd think. Like it was the outback.
I mean, what I would think is like rattlesnakes and
100%. Like
dangerous
giant
animals,
anthills, like
kangaroos,
bigger than children. So. He goes, don't step there, and just reaches down and grabs the snake by its head. I was like, is that thing poisonous? He's like, oh
yeah.
So,
what's not poisonous here?
For real. So anyway, but
so you come back to the States and you're like, I want to start one of these.
Well,
things.
he actually asked me. He's like, hey, do you think you'd have any interest in doing this? I was like, why not? Let's do it. So I talked to a couple clients that wanted to sponsor us, and away we go. It's been 19 seasons. Since. So.
All right, but is it like a franchise where you kind of contact a league and they give you a team in a book and then you follow instructions, or do you got to figure all this out on your own?
It was 19 years of trial by error.
Oh,
so
like how do you even know what to hire? Forget who to hire.
You don't. I mean,
you learn when you don't have something.
Yeah, you just trial by error, like just trying to put together a really good experience.
You're
for
like,
fans.
our best player's finger is half falling off. I guess we need a team doctor now.
Well, luckily, my other business partner is a physician, so we had that going for us. But
that is very fortunate.
Guys, we also have a good sponsorship with JOI, so they help get our guys back up and going.
Very cool. And where do you guys normally play? Out at UNF, right?
Yeah, so we play over at the North Turf Fields over at UNF, and it's right adjacent to Hodges Stadium.
There's a regional league. Is it only teams from the Southeast, or you guys play all these teams from across the country?
So there's 17 teams.
I imagine travel is expensive if you got to go anywhere.
Well, so to eliminate travel, to minimize travel and travel expenses, we play in the Southern Conference, and so we play a team from Tampa, Naples, and then Atlanta, and the winner of that region then will play in the East Coast Championship. We'll play the winner of the Northeast, and then the winner of that will play the West Coast champion. And so there's 16 total teams, but we play a total of 4 or 3 of the teams. So
I just keep that. This is like my own inexperience around the sport and how you guys do what you do. But like my only frame of reference for fish out of water sport and fish out of water country is Ted Lasso. I got to imagine it's like the reverse of that with your rugby team here. We're all the players, or not all of them, but like maybe some of your players are not players who grew up here, but all like the ownership and the fans are people from here.
Yeah, no, actually, all our guys are from here.
That's very interesting. I didn't realize it's such a big rugby contingent.
Yeah, believe it or not. Like,
did they all play the sport in college, or maybe they were playing other sport, like wrestlers who decided to play rugby?
They've played all sorts of sports. I mean, we've got a lot of them played football, obviously. A lot of them played rugby union in college. We have a good kind of partnership with the University of North Florida's rec program.
Lots of partnerships.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, they're all local guys, and we have a women's team as well. They're all local.
Really?
Yeah. We have a couple of players that fly in from different parts of the country, but to play with us. But
look at him, Brian. He's like a rugby kingpin.
I know it, right?
Just making stuff happen.
Yeah.
We do.
So what's been the success of the team, Eddie? Have you won a championship or anything that?
We've won 4 championships.
4 championships in 20 years.
Yeah, we've got, and here's some nice bragging rights for me and the Axemen. We were the first team in Jacksonville to win a national championship.
Wow.
So we got that over Shad. That's cool.
You can say that, I guess. Yeah.
And we were the first team to win, too. So
are we so like there's no like the Jacksonville Giants, didn't they win championships?
They did, but we were the first.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. So yeah, it's
someone called the jumbo shrimp. See if the Suns won anything before Drew leaves.
But they weren't. See, they weren't a national. They didn't win national titles.
Oh, okay.
They were in Southern Division.
I see.
Or whatever.
Okay.
So
I don't want to take your flowers away from you.
Yeah, please come on, give me something here. Come on.
Well, very cool. So your home opener is this weekend.
Yep.
How long has the season been going on so far? How many games in are you?
So it's our 3rd game. So we have a pretty short season. We play 6 regular season games.
Yeah, I imagine without the pads and without the helmets, you can't exactly ask these guys to play 50 games a year.
No, but the fans love it. Like the way I describe it to people, and obviously not very many people are as familiar with it as I'd like, but to kind of compare it to something, I tell them it's 13 running backs playing 13 linebackers in the 2-minute drill for 80 minutes.
That is action-packed.
Yeah.
And it's something you don't really see too much of in actual football anymore.
No.
Like you're not seeing the hits like you were.
No, it is really intense. Like I used to have one of my old friends, before he moved away, his wife couldn't come to the game. She's just like, it's too brutal. Like it's mayhem. And so
this sounds like we just had Dada 5000 and Summer Rae on the other day talking about bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah.
They got a fight coming through tonight, actually, Prime Osborne Convention Center. But they were talking about the mayhem and the brutality. I'm like, this sounds awfully familiar the way you're describing it to the bare knuckle fights and the way that was described. These matches get bloody at all?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not like hockey where you're getting into fights or anything, because I mean it could get out of hand pretty quick. But I mean, look, it's when you don't have when you're not leading with your face, and you don't have any pads or helmets, you're inevitably going to get hurt, get some lacerations, and so.
So how do they, if they're not leading, if they don't have pads, are they still leading with the shoulder? Like how the hits come?
Yeah, so a lot, obviously.
Or is it just wrapping guys up and trying to throw them down?
Shoulder, chest, coming in, trying to get the legs. You try to get in there with more than one person because, it's just easier that way. And we got to get them down, turned over, and so they have to do some things to try to, the defense has to actually get back 10 meters at every play. So
do you have to say meters because rugby wasn't an American sport?
No, no, we have to say meters because the field's in meters. Like, it's actually, measured out in meters.
Yeah, because it's not an American sport.
Yeah, well, the international code is.
Okay.
So, they, everybody else is like, what is this yards thing?
Everyone but us. Yeah.
With 12, there's 12 and 12 inches, what?
I thought we were dealing with feet here. What happened? So I imagine there's some turnover as well, especially in 20 years. You're not going to have the same guys on the team. Obviously, people get cut, they retire, all kinds of stuff. But tryouts every year or something?
Yeah, so we have a training camp, and, we try to welcome everybody. Anybody who wants to come out and play. We select 20 players to the roster every game. And so not everybody gets it, but everybody's part of the team. So we ask everybody to kind of come and pitch a hand, and it's a pretty close-knit group.
You ever have any former pro football players take any interest and want to come in, see what it's about for a little tryout?
No, I wish, but they're probably like, if I'm going to go do that, I'm not, might as well get paid.
Sometimes the dream is over.
Yeah.
With football in the NFL. Now there's the XFL, but if that's not an option, maybe the Jacksonville Axemen are that option.
We don't pay very well, so all our guys do this for free.
I appreciate the honesty, man.
I wouldn't expect any less from Slover, by the way. That's for real. We'll take a quick break and come right back, Drew. We'll finish the hour with Drew Slover, owner of the Jacksonville Axemen. Me and Brian Middleton back on ESPN 690 in just a second.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-777-1225. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1225. That's 800-777-1225. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation consultation and take back control of your life.
Main office, Jacksonville.
I have done in my career literally thousands of joint replacements.
Meet Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, National Medical Director at QC Kinetics, an acclaimed orthopedic surgeon who now advises patients try all they can do to avoid the knife and consider regenerative medicine.
I myself was able to continue skiing for 10 years after my knees started to be a problem because I accessed regenerative medicine.
Now, after 20 years of study, research, teaching, publications, and clinical experience, Dr. Scheinkup is regarded as one of America's true pioneers.
This is the future of medicine.
Dr. Scheinkup came to QC Kinetics after seeing what they were doing around the country, helping tens of thousands of patients get lasting relief from joint pain with no surgery and no drugs.
QC is so far ahead of the game in its science, its protocols, its people, its facilities.
Call now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Are you shopping for jewelry? Remember, that big diamond store doesn't want you to shop and compare. They know they can't beat Beard's Diamonds prices.
And right now, you can save even more with the most exciting finance offer of the year. 0% financing for 5 years, 0 down on everything in the store.
How about a $6,000 Decory or Veragio ring?
You pay just $100 a month.
Or a pair of $3,000 stud earrings.
You pay just $50 a month.
At the St. John's Town Center or beardsdiamonds.com.
Don't buy anywhere until you shop Beard's Diamonds.
Hot, hot, hot. Can you believe this weather out there? Hi, this is Stan Nagel for Energy Seal Foam Insulation, reminding you that you're burning up. Do something about it. Spray foaming your attic with Energy Seal really works.
Call 888-306-3626 for 20% summer savings. EnergySealJax.com.
Why Arlington Toyota? Okay, this you've got to hear. Just drive to their lot and you're going to see that Arlington has a huge selection of new vehicles in stock in one location. No more driving around trying to find what you want. Arlington's got it. And every new Toyota purchase comes with Arlington's lifetime warranty, unlimited time and miles. Plus, you get 60 days to love your new purchase or exchange it. And Arlington's Credit Helper program to help you get financed. Shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
Hey guys, we're the Twin Peaks Girls. Come have lunch with us every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and listen to the Young and Norvell Show on ESPN 690.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. 904-362-9901 with you guys up until 5. But right now, talking to Drew Slover, owner of the Jacksonville Axemen. Drew, we were talking in the break a little bit about how easy it is to have a fun time at the Axemen game for like little to no money. It's super affordable based on all the sporting events around town.
Yeah, our tickets are $10, general admission. We have an upgrade where it's on the
upgrade. You know, I'm into a VIP experience.
It's and it's really expensive. It's $15.
But you're only paying the players $1 out of the every 15.
We're not even doing that. They get a free T-shirt.
They volunteer. Yeah. Well, that's what we did for radio at first too. Is free T-shirts.
And can't get enough free T-shirts. No. So the upgraded tickets in the chop zone, and so you get a server. So you don't even have to get up for the game. But if you upgrade from there. Only Chop Zone tickets holders can get this upgrade, but for $5, we partner with Al's Pizza, and so you get a free piece of pizza, and a Bud Light or a water or a Michelob Ultra.
That right there at any stadium in town is like $30.
Yeah, 100%.
Just the pizza and the beer.
Yeah, ridiculous. So
very cool.
And you can't get better now. So I mean, come on, that's pretty good pizza.
And you said this is Saturday at UNF?
Yeah, tomorrow night. So
what time? Well, it's not kickoff. What is it? It's like
it's kickoff. Yeah.
Okay.
So women's game starts at 5. And it's the Jax Axemen.
Does one ticket get you entrance to both games?
Yeah, it's 2 for 1.
Look at the value here,
dude. It's ridiculous. Like we might as well just be paying people to come because it's that good of a deal.
Very cool. You can pay us to play the games.
Yeah, you go. Okay, let's do it.
Look, great. I don't know if the radio station will do it, but you can just give me the money and we'll figure it out.
What a guy! What a guy you are. But kids under 12 get in for free.
Free?
So, yeah.
What?
Bring the family. I mean, you get out. The whole idea, we wanted to make this thing affordable. I mean, unfortunately, sporting events, it's just arm and a leg.
It really hurts.
Yeah.
Even the places you love to go. I mean, whether it's Jags game or anyone else in town, it's like, you're in, especially if you're bringing family out, 4 or 5 people with you.
Couple $100, easy.
Yes.
It's insane.
Yeah, so very cool that you guys are getting this done. Of course, your 19th season, the Jacksonville Axemen, 4-time national champions.
Yep.
Something to be proud of, man.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, it's been a fun ride, and look, it's the coolest sport. if you like sports and you want to see something really pretty action packed, I say come on out because I think you'll fall in love. We've got some fans that have been with us for a real long time, and it's just the sport. I love the sport.
Do you have your sights set on something else coming up? Like you've done the men's team, you did the women's team, and is there more you're adding to your sports empire, Drew?
Who knows? Who knows what the future will bring? I mean, if
it's good to not have a plan sometimes.
Yeah,
sure.
It's just trying to make it.
Most leaders should have a lack of vision, I think.
Well, I don't know about lack of vision,
okay.
but I mean, it's just you don't want to sound too ludicrous when you say these things.
I want to take over the world.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. You go ahead.
You've rolled your eyes at me enough over the years. I mean, come on.
Drew Slover, man, pleasure having you in the studio. Thank you so much, man. And on the day that William Trevor Lawrence signs his fiefdom, or maybe gets offered to sign his fiefdom. I don't know if he's officially signed it yet. 904-362-9901, the Aaron Schachter Show. We're going to take a quick break for the Sports Center. We'll come back. We got News Queen Michelle Thibodeau joining us in studio. Survey Says, a Brian Middleton production. And then we'll talk about some other nonsense before the end of the show. Trust me on that. Back in a few minutes on ESPN 690.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has some state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Ammon here with Zero Res. After a long day's work, my family and I love to sit on our favorite sofa and recliners and watch a good TV show. It kind of helps us wind down for the day. We usually pass around some fresh popcorn too. That's why we need to bring home the Zero Res truck and get that furniture looking great again.
For the month of June, Zero Res is offering 25% off all upholstery cleaning. That's 25% off a sectional, 25% off a sofa, 25% off a love seat, and 25% off your favorite recliner. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res. Koala Insulation.
Hey, this is Bruce.
And I'm Carrie.
We're the owners of Koala Insulation. Spring is here, and you know what that means. Those hot summer days are just around the corner, and so are those high utility bills. Don't sweat it out waiting this summer to upgrade your insulation.
Give us a call today to set up your free evaluation at 904-679-6282 or find us online at koalainsulation.com.
Hi, I'm Mike Lester, the founder of Talon Wealth and the host of the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show. Like you, I love this country, and I'm very thankful for those that protect us along with our freedoms. That's why for active military and active first responders, if you decide to work with us, Talon Wealth isn't going to charge you any advisor fees. We're happy to explain all the details, but most importantly, thank you for your service.
Visit guardingyournestegg.com to find out more.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth and SEC Registered Investment Advisor. Lord License D056341.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Louis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Louis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. So my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could. Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Lewis! The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool!
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Let's face it, nothing makes you look older than you really are than thinning hair. But what if you could not only increase your hair count, but promote new hair growth without surgery, without drugs with potential side effects, and without a prescription from your doctor? Well, now you can, thanks to a breakthrough new supplement called Hair Grow, provided by New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Europe. Hair Grow is now available in the U.S. Only Hair Grow contains Tocogaya, a powerful antioxidant that has received a U.S. patent. Multiple clinical studies show Hair Grow is safe and effective in promoting new hair growth. In one study, 95% of the patients using Hair Grow saw increased hair count. Don't lose more time and more hair. Try Hair Grow today to feel and look your best. Available online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewNordicUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS. Look younger and feel more confident with Hair Grow by New Nordic at NewNordicUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS.
Live from the Anajar and Levine studios, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. If the Celtics sweep the Mavericks tonight, they would join the 2001 Lakers as the only teams to go 8-0 on the road in an NBA postseason. Our coverage of Game 4 starts at 7:30 Eastern here on ESPN Radio. The game also on ABC. And our Brian Windhorst believes one more Celtics win would also ensure something else.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum's numbers are getting retired. They're going in the rafters. Like, does everybody realize that? Like, they're going to be up there with Bird and McHale and Russell and Havlicek. They're going to be up there. And before you say, well, they only won one championship, guess how many titles the Celtics have won in the last 38 years? One.
Brian Windhorst on Carlin versus Joe. Sweden's Ludvig Åberg holds the lead right now in the second round at the U.S. Open. He's at 6 under par. 4 players are 2 shots back, including Bryson DeChambeau and Patrick Cantlay. The Astros cut 37-year-old Jose Abreu today. He's in year 2 of a 3-year, $58.5 million contract.
As humans, we like having options. One option you might like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live, U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Hey, Jacksonville Koozies, it's me, Soccer Sam, for Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizza is now open in Jacksonville, Florida, Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. Daily $10 deals, dine in with beer and wine, and delivery at salvatores.com. The famous Formoso family brings Salvatore's Pizza, Rochester's favorite pizza, including our 32-piece sheet pizza for your next event. Do it with me, baby. Salvatores.com.
Who is this guy? Aaron Shafting? What is it? Oh, Schachter? Schachter. Okay. Shack Attack. Schachter. He gets shacked. But I digress. Here we go.
You ready? Yeah. Turn up
your radio. The Aaron Schachter Show on ESPN 690.
Welcome back. It's the Aaron Schachter Show, Friday edition on a Friday. Welcome to the studio. News Queen Michelle Thibodeau joining us for the 4 o'clock hour.
Hello.
How'd he do?
Good. How are you?
Brian Middleton behind the glass. And of course, I am Aaron Schachter, 904-362-9901. What's so funny, Brian? I see you smirking and laughing.
It felt disjointed, man.
Well,
you guys have such a chemistry that felt disjointed just now, and I was just laughing
because it was hard for me to focus on my
Here
words.
Here we go.
With the loud, extremely loud crackle of chewing gum.
I don't know who has chewing gum, but I know somebody was using my these headphones.
Aren't your headphones? Okay.
No, they're not mine, but.
Matter of fact, they're new. Okay.
A couple of people have used it.
Nice.
Including a WWE diva.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Oh, you sound a little bitter, a little petty.
I mean.
You didn't like it?
No, it's fine.
You mad? Some other female in the studio? You jealous?
I did get a little jealous, actually.
Okay. I appreciate the honesty.
I was like, who's sitting in my seat?
Yeah. What Goldilocks? What Floozy? What Floozy has come into the studio?
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the part where she talked about wearing like see-through high heels in blood on a
lingerie football league.
Yeah,
please don't disrespect the sport.
In some kind of boxing ring or something. I'm like, do what?
No, she played in the lingerie football league. She was a cornerback.
Had to play dirty sometimes.
Yeah, but she's reporting now, right? Well, that was one of the girls that was in here.
She's on the broadcast team for BYB Extreme Bare Knuckle
and she
Fights.
talked about when she went into the ring and she had on high heels and there was blood.
It was slippery.
I was like, why would you wear high? Oh, but anyway.
Because she was trying to look good. She's trying to have her fight fit.
Okay, it's fine.
Well, not everyone looks good in flats, Michelle.
Was she sitting in my seat?
She was sitting in
right
that
there,
seat.
warming it up.
All right.
I consider it the Summer Rae seat. I didn't realize it was the Michelle Thibodeau seat.
Yo! I can get with it, though.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I don't hear the gum as much anymore.
Moving on. It's because there is no gum.
Michelle, glad to have you back on the show.
Thanks.
It's a Friday staple.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
You remember when Summer Rae said, hey, man, you smell good?
She did say that to you.
What? And shook my hand?
She's not the only one this week, by the way.
Well, that's fair.
You've had more than one person this week tell you smell good.
You started it.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's Aaron, right? He has to get my confidence up from day to day.
And then you emailed HR. I know. They've talked to me.
Let's not go there.
Surprise, surprise.
Just say it. They talked to me. I understand now it's inappropriate for me to say that to you, Brian.
Oh, okay.
I was just trying to pay you a compliment. She got good cologne, is all I'm saying.
I've never gotten 2 compliments in a week.
Really?
So that was a win, yeah.
You're such a good boy. What do you mean you've never gotten 2 compliments in a week?
Weird, but okay. What's that mean?
Well, you're a nice guy.
Okay.
He is a nice guy.
Yeah.
And you know what they say about nice guys. You know what they say about them.
What do they say?
They finished last.
There you go. Look, already up 1-0.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
And Michelle doubled down. I mean, she was just like, they finished last. I know the answer.
Sounds like you subscribe to that thinking, Michelle.
I don't anymore. I mean, I may have like 20 years ago, but no.
You were chasing bad boys 20 years ago.
Big mistake.
What was it? Was it the thrill?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's just like if I,
It was the uncertainty.
Because I will say in my younger years, I also found
you was a bad dude.
Adventure and excitement
you were a bad dude.
in unstable people.
Yeah. I thrived on that in the younger years. Not so much now.
Well, it can be fun to go 100 miles an hour with the brakes cut. You know, you're like, how's this going to end? And then it ends and you're like, oh, this was a bad idea.
Back
then.
But
it was fun.
I mean, at the time.
Until the end.
Until
the end.
No,
it's
Brian,
fun.
before until the end. Like,
no.
In the final third or quarter, you go, oh, this is no longer fun. And then you spend that third or quarter trying to figure out how to build brakes before you hit the brick wall.
Let me just say, though, not a numbers guy, but a third or a quarter, I'll still take the 2/3 or 3/4 of fun. I'm just telling you, man.
I think that's how relationships work, though. Michelle, back me up on this. It's like it's one thing. You can have this exciting beginning and middle, but really, if you talk about relationships that don't exist anymore, I think normally it's the end that takes the headline over everything else. I've never gotten out of a relationship that ended badly and then years later went, man, that was so awesome, except for the end.
Right.
That's never how I felt about it.
The quicker and more intense it starts, the faster and more intense it ends.
It burns out.
Yep.
Flame burns bright.
Has to be a steady
Well, I don't
medium.
believe that either.
Well, I mean, okay, a little bit at the top. But, I mean, eventually you have to find your happy median.
Yeah, you can't
somewhere.
always be at the top of the mountain.
Right.
At 100% excitement, happiness, and fun.
Exactly. Especially if you're married.
Brian, comment?
I had a joke about quick and intense, but
You elected to not say it.
I'll say it in the break.
Oh, I like that you told us what it was about, so we could just assume we know what it was.
I already know now. Now I can figure it out.
She claims she knows.
Rocket science.
Wow.
Well, this is a good warm-up because, ladies and gentlemen, with Michelle here, we all know what that means. Oh, wait, I did the wrong thing.
Exercise in excellence. It's a
right.
Brian Middleton production.
A Brian Middleton production. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's time for Survey Says. Eventually.
I'm here to defend my title, Brian.
some
Let's go.
point.
Do we have to, get the rules out, or we all know how this is done?
I think Brian actually left. Oh, there we go.
I hit the wrong button.
So did I.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, you almost missed the cue.
I did almost miss the cue. That's fine. It's Friday. We're allowed.
Oh, my phone's off. Great. All right, here we go. I can do this without my phone. Kind of. All right, Survey Says.
Oh.
The game where two co-workers became friends, and now they're enemies, and now they're kind of frenemies.
Yeah, we're
When they don't like the
frenemies.
questions, then all of a sudden they're best friends again. Yeah, it's a game where I give each one of the contestants a question.
Can I call
based
time
off
out
of-
here? Can I pause you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Michelle Thibodeau,
Yes.
did you apply makeup before coming in the studio?
No, why?
Because you look great, Michelle Thibodeau.
Thank you.
I'm
That's
not
why.
saying it looks bad. I'm just asking if you applied fresh makeup.
I put on some lipstick because you make me go on camera. So, yes, I have some lipstick
Look
on.
at us, Brian. Ladies have to put on makeup when they come to see
Hey,
us.
talk your talk, King.
You know what I mean? It's both of us.
Talk your talk, King.
All right, please continue.
Oh, speaking of King, ADHD moment. How much money, because it's like Trevor's contract that popped into my head, how much money can you have or do you have to have before you can start like a harem? You think about that, Aaron.
That's a wild question.
Get your answer in the break.
Okay, fine.
Like a sultan? You know what I mean? Like
do
harem?
know what you mean,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Okay, where are we at?
There's those people that have like sister wives that have like 4 or 5 wives, and they're not
Have you been reading my
multimillionaires.
questions?
No, but
Have
I'm
you
just
been reading
saying.
my
I mean,
questions?
I watched. I mean, I read and watch.
I actually
TV.
think those people have no money when you have 6 or 7 wives and 50 kids.
Right.
How are you going to have any money?
Exactly.
Ain't going to happen.
You got to be a sultan.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. 11 minutes into the hour. All right, survey says here are the rules. 1 guess per question. 1 point per correct answer.
Okay.
Only the top answer will get the ding, but in special cases, the judges may overrule.
You really, not only the top answer gets the ding. You give other answers.
Oh, you're making the
ding.
rules now?
No,
I'm
no,
sorry, sir.
You're
making the rules?
You
Let me
give
turn the music
other.
down. Yeah, let's
Stop
go ahead.
distracting
No,
him.
You got it. Hey, go ahead. Tell me the
You
rest.
give other answers that aren't the top answer the ding.
Okay.
I'm
Any other
just trying
rules
to
you
hold-
want to put in place before
I'm
we
not
start,
putting
sir?
them in play. You put them. I'm trying to hold you accountable.
I know,
Aaron
hold me
doesn't
accountable.
know that. Only Brian has the answers. Proceed, Brian.
Trying
And
to-
you can steal if the
Thank
other
you.
person gets it wrong. All right.
Thank you.
I go first.
All right. To continue on with the rest of the rules, if your
Sure.
op gets their answer wrong,
Opposition, opponent.
yeah,
Okay.
you get a chance to steal. And Aaron, you did a good job last week because I couldn't catch you cheating. I know you did, but I couldn't catch you cheating. If you are going to cheat, though, Aaron, using your keyboard, please just be slick about it. All right?
Why are you trying to call me out?
I can see his hands. I watch him.
Yeah.
I can see his
keep
hands.
watching
I can't
those
see
hands,
his,
Michelle.
I can't
It
see
was-
his face, but I can see his hands.
You keep
So,
watching.
Yep, I am.
All right.
All right. So listen, Aaron, as the winner of last week, the first time ever
won. That's amazing.
in the history of Survey says, because you've won, I want to give our guest, Michelle Thibodeau, the deciding chance to go first or to
You
go
heard
second.
what she wants. She wants to go
I'm
first.
going. I want to go first.
Oh,
I
okay.
always want to go first.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Like tic-tac-toe. You always want to go first.
Typical lady.
Should be a rule that I go first, actually.
Also, the theme of this survey says is like money, contracts, because of Trevor Lawrence in honor of his
Big Willie. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there we go. All
Big
right,
Willie
Michelle.
style. What? William Trevor.
We surveyed the majority of women across the lower 48 states.
The majority of them?
Yeah.
It's a lot of interviews.
It's a lot. That's a lot. A lot of the same answers, though. Okay. We surveyed the majority of women across the lower 48 states who are strong and independent and don't need a man for nothing.
Ooh, okay.
We asked them to finish this statement. In a relationship, my money is my money, and his money is what?
Our money.
Oh.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Surprised by the answer?
I'm definitely not surprised by the answer.
It is the right answer.
Why is that the right answer?
It is.
Work through that for me real quick.
It's just girl math. I mean, my money is my money.
Yeah, exactly.
Your money is our. That's just the way
I
it is.
really don't care what Brian's sound effect says. It is not the right answer.
I mean,
Good answer.
It is.
Good
He
answer.
asked.
Good
The
answer.
majority of women said that, and I guarantee you, a majority of the women said that. Not whether the consensus of the United States is that, and if it is morally correct. He asked what the majority of women say, and I'm telling you what the majority of the women say, and that's what they say.
That sounds like
Good answer. Good answer.
It's already a little bit
Make me
contentious in
defend
here.
myself.
I want to be quiet there, Aaron.
Yes, sir.
She's shutting it down.
She did. Okay.
Our money.
Yep.
Wow.
Way to
1-0.
go.
The
Way
way
to
it's
go.
supposed to be.
So really, Trevor's wife got $275 million.
Let me ask you this, Michelle.
Boy, that's going to happen.
Let me ask you this. When you were married, did you guys have separate bank accounts?
I mean, I had an old bank account, but I didn't really put any money into it. But I didn't work when I was married, so. Good answer.
Man,
Good answer.
do that one.
Good answer.
Can I do that one? I don't work when I'm married. That's great. All right.
1-0.
Aaron Schachter.
That's me.
This is a reasonable question right here, Aaron.
Okay.
You should know the answer, though. You know what I mean? Because you're in this tax bracket. We surveyed 100 millionaires. And we asked them this one simple question. What brand of car do the majority of millionaires drive? What brand of car would you find in the average millionaire's driveway?
You know, these days, being a millionaire ain't what it used to be.
Nope.
You two would know.
I'm just saying.
You two would know.
Back in the day when me and Michelle were high schoolers, $1 million was like super significant.
Right.
And now there are like regular people who are worth $1 million based on like 401k savings.
There's a lot
and
of
stuff.
there's more 401k millionaires now than ever before.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if I had to talk about the average millionaire, I would probably go Mercedes-Benz.
Good answer.
I like
Good
that.
answer.
Flashy, but not the highest form of flash.
It's a luxury car. You could spend well over $100,000 on the one with all the options, or you can get an affordable one at like $35,000.
You know,
He's gonna give it to you, so just go ahead.
I got
and
bread. You know what I mean? But I don't got that much bread. But I got bread.
Loaf. I don't got a loaf.
I'm
but
sitting at the table,
I got
just
a
not at the
couple-
big table.
Couple of thick slices.
With you.
Personal foul.
I just don't like the way you said it. Okay. Let's see. You said Mercedes?
Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes-Benz.
Oh
man, this is actually research on this,
What
man.
the hell?
Yeah.
I'm stealing.
All right, News Queen Michelle Thibodeau. Do you need to hear the question again, or
Nope.
Okay.
I'm good. The average millionaire has a Toyota.
You sure about
Good
that?
answer.
Yeah.
Good
answer.
Good answer.
There's $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 Toyotas. Trust me.
Yeah, like every pickup truck is $60,000, $70,000.
So right. I mean, okay. I'm gonna say a Toyota.
Brian, I swear.
Aaron, I have
on
not touched this phone.
I swear.
Toyota.
On my,
I know. I'm
Aaron,
telling you.
Aaron, I looked this up. I have not touched the phone. You can go back and look at the tape afterwards.
Yeah.
I knew she was going to just say like BMW or something.
Nope.
Wow, that's 2-0.
That's right.
What did you Google to find this out, Brian?
Oh
What-
my God!
You
Is
said
this
you
what
looked on
it's
the internet.
coming to?
I'm just curious. What did you Google? What did you look up?
Specifically, what car does the average millionaire drive in 2024?
What was the source? Where'd you find the answer?
I ain't look at all that.
This
Aaron
dude's on
Schachter.
Reddit going, oh, it looks right. Okay.
No, it wasn't Reddit.
He went to Wallet Hub. Look, there are Toyotas that are more expensive than Mercedes these days.
Don't mind
here
me.
we go.
Don't mind me.
See, here
Wait,
we go. I've just made that. I don't know if he's. All right, it's my question.
Up
He
2-0.
He can't can't lose. Gracefully.
Yeah, uh-huh. Ooh, you want to know what that hum was? That high-pitched hum was like, oh, you're right. You're right.
Okay,
Look at that.
I'll give it to you.
Here we go. Michelle Thibodeau.
Yes.
Yeah.
We surveyed 100 people. We asked them this question right here.
Okay.
Besides his lovely wife, family, agent, and managers,
Okay.
who else is happy to see Trevor Lawrence's new contract?
His agent. Duh.
He just said besides the agent.
Oh, I thought he
You
said.
locking that in?
I got the steal.
Good
Are you locking that in?
Wait a minute.
Okay, you're not locking that in?
No, wait. Did you say agent? Can you repeat the question?
I normally don't, but I will.
Yes, you do.
We surveyed 100 people and asked them this question right here. Besides his lovely wife, family, agent, managers.
Okay.
Who else is okay? Oh, you want?
I'm going to say his coach.
Oh, I got the steal.
You know this already?
Good answer.
Why is coach
Good
though?
answer.
Why is coach?
Because he wants to make sure that, Trevor's happy. He's locked in.
fair.
We got a path forward.
I like that answer.
Thank you.
Here we
I'd be
go.
surprised if that answer isn't up there.
Here we go.
Dougie P, his coach. That's a tough one.
Okay.
He's still up 2-0, though. He's still up 2-0.
fine.
Aaron Schachter, do you want to steal?
I do want to steal.
He's got his hands on the mouse. I see him. He's on the computer. Put your hands in the air.
I don't need my hands on the computer
Well,
for this
it's
one.
on the computer.
Brian just gave us the answer in the last question. The people happiest about Trevor Lawrence's new contract are the Toyota dealerships.
Good answer. Good answer.
A little slow on the
He
take
has a
there.
Cadillac, by the way.
What are you, stalking this guy?
No, I mean, I'm on Instagram. With the rest of the world.
It's only 45 feet from the front of his house to his door before the security guards get you.
Good answer.
Yeah,
Good
that's a good answer, too.
Good answer.
Instagram. His wife's on Instagram. He's on Instagram. They're on Instagram.
Toyota dealership.
Aaron Schachter.
Yes.
Judges were murmuring to one another over there.
Murmuring.
Better
okay.
not.
I listened.
Nope.
Yeah.
And they told me to check to
Yes.
see.
Yes.
And they've changed it to Toyota dealerships, Aaron Schachter. That was creative.
No.
That was creative.
Y'all are cheating.
We also would have taken Waffle House employees.
Oh, yeah.
Future divorce lawyers.
I mean, that's a lot of Waffle House smothered and
Those
covered.
tips, you heard how he tipped them the time when they won the game.
I
and
don't
they,
remember, but I remember hearing something about it. Yeah.
They went to
Dumb amount.
Waffle House at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. He took a bunch of guys from the team.
What was the tip, though?
It's a few $100.
How much of that makes it to your joint account with your husband, and how much makes it to your side account?
Man.
I mean,
It's 2-1. Michelle Thibodeau's still winning, but Aaron Schachter, this is your chance to tie right here, okay?
Hooray.
I don't work at Waffle House. It would be all my money, though, if I did.
Just
That's
figuring
so
it
great. Oh, boy, that's so great. I can't even...
Y'all are cheating. I thought we were playing for real.
Wait till you hear how much cheating is going on. Go ahead, Brian.
We spoke... I'm not doing that one yet. Let's see. Oh, boy, that's tough, too. Oh, boy, none of these are great.
Oh, boy.
All right, we surveyed 100 husbands who love their wives. Yeah, you bet they wasn't going to go that route, right? But can I start over, please? I'm sorry.
Well, no.
Let me just start over. We surveyed 100 husbands who love their wives but gets tired of their BS from time to time.
Oh, my goodness.
If you became a multi-millionaire this very second, we asked these 100 husbands, what is the first thing you would buy to help out the relationship?
Well, you want me to say earplugs, but that's not how I feel.
No, I probably would have got you a ding, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's the answer, but I'm trying to win the game.
Is it his question or mine?
Gave it to me.
Aaron's. It's
Yeah.
Aaron's.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to go with earplugs, lock it in, but that's not how I feel.
Well, I can't give you the ding. I wouldn't lock that in now.
No, that's not.
The way that you framed it was like I would have went there, but I'm not going there. I said, you probably would have gotten a ding. I can't do that, man.
Well, then if that's the right answer, the question's done.
Well, it's not what I wrote here, but it was creative enough where I would have been like, oh, okay. Come on, Aaron.
What would I buy to ensure the marriage goes well?
Mm-hmm.
How long you been married? That makes a difference.
Okay.
Say the services of an attractive landscaper.
Good answer.
Is it?
Good answer. Good answer.
No.
Yeah, walk me through that. Why?
Well, she doesn't have to look at me in the living room. She just stare out the window the whole time.
Mm-mm.
Landscaper.
You were so mad at that.
Michelle Thibodeau, chance to steal.
I really wanted to say the other thing.
Jewelry, material things.
Gross.
Oh.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
What's the best piece of jewelry you've ever received? It could be any
Ever.
relationship.
For who? Me?
Yeah, not an
Michelle
engagement.
Thibodeau.
Not an
This
engagement
one-
ring.
This
A regular
isn't,
ring?
This
Okay.
isn't an engagement ring.
So
well,
this
it was a wedding band, but I didn't get it until 10 years after I got married.
is
But
huge.
it is. It's about 4 carats.
So you don't give that back when you guys break up?
Hell no, that's mine.
I would have sued you for that.
Good answer. Good answer.
Hold on, that was meant for both of you guys, actually.
It was a gift.
I would have sued. I would have taken you right to court.
He probably could have got it back. It was a gift. Hey,
Forget I would've called-
he worked all during COVID for this.
Yeah.
COVID paid for this ring.
Which
I
is
know
why
it
you should
sounds
give it
bad.
back.
No.
Yes. I would have called the police that night.
Nope.
I would have been like, I'm trying to leave this house. This lady's absolutely crazy. She's got my how much was the I don't know. You don't have to say what's on your face. She's got my so-and-so $1,000 ring hanging on her finger. I'm trying to get out of here. Please come before she takes out the gun again.
He didn't have to try to get out. He'd walk out the door. Ain't nobody stopping
Can't
him.
walk out. You're wearing his retirement plan on your finger.
It was a gift. It was a gift.
Jewelry.
Thank
Holy
you.
smokes. 3-1. We're coming back to
What's the game? 5? We played a 5?
I don't know what we're playing to. Let's see. But it's Michelle Thibodeau. He's up 3-1 right now. Michelle, here comes your question right
Okay.
here. We surveyed 100 Jags fans. We asked them this question right here. Even though Trevor is getting a bunch of money based off of this new deal, what current Jags wide receiver
Oh, no.
is the biggest hit to this team's cap?
Christian Kirk?
Wow, Christian Kirk.
You sure
Good
about
answer.
that? You want to
Good
lock that
answer.
in?
I don't know any of the other ones we got.
Oh, man.
Oh, I was about to ask you to tell me why, but it's because you don't know any of the other ones.
Because we got rid of, the other guy that we got from Atlanta that had the gambling problem or whatever, and then he left us and went to the Titans. He was supposed to be, super good, and
He
then,
didn't
of
put
course,
his business in the street like that, though.
everybody knows that.
You know,
That's fair. Everybody does.
I totally forgot that he got suspended for gambling.
Yeah, I remember that because I was thinking, why? But anyway, so he was supposed to be really good, and then he left us and went to the Titans. So, Christian Kirk's the only one. We just signed another guy, too, but I don't know anything about him. We need, like I said, we need to bring back Jimmy Smith and Keaton McCardle.
Christian Kirk.
Thank
Wow. 4-1, Aaron Schachter.
Yep.
Listen, I'll give you this right here. I feel like you can get this one right here. And plus, it gives you the chance to be passive-aggressive or just aggressive. We spoke to 100 grocery bags.
I don't know what that is. Okay. I think you stole a cart number of mine. I'm sorry.
Oh, what
That
did
was
you
my
have?
fault.
What did you have there?
That was put some respect on my name.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll put
okay,
it back.
I'll have to
Don't
pull
worry
it
about
again.
A little behind the scenes, right?
We spoke to 100 grocery baggers at Winn-Dixie after they finished sharing their Jags insider knowledge with Mia.
Okay.
Your
so,
dog, your
all right.
homie.
Now I hear. Okay.
Okay.
Surprised you read that.
We asked him this question. Yeah, I was wondering, should I do it? Am I being set up? But I don't care.
No, all right.
What is the next piece of news that will break from the Jags organization?
So they asked the baggage people, the grocery baggers,
paper or plastic,
Mia's sources over
Allegedly.
at Winn-Dixie.
No.
Alleged. Yeah, I don't want to get sued. Her alleged sources.
I love the fact that she,
over
join
at
in.
Winn-Dixie. And the question was, who is what?
What's the next piece of news to break from the Jags organization?
Lettuce is 2 for 1.
Good answer.
Well, it depends on the
Good
source
answer.
because
Good
that's the
answer.
source. The source knows.
Produce.
Oh, my
Oh, it
gosh. Is this for real?
It worked.
I don't know.
See,
It's 4-2. It's 4-2.
I answer, real questions.
Final question, even though she started. I just want to see if Aaron can somehow
steal it and win. Come on.
He can't win, can he?
If I answer the next 4 questions in a row, I
Oh, we
can.
don't have 4 more. This is our last one. Go ahead, Brian.
We surveyed 100 women who don't pay when they go out, and we asked them this question. If you received a Trevor Lawrence size contract, what restaurant would you go to celebrate, even though you wouldn't be using any of your newfound money?
Capital Grill.
Oh, because women don't. All right.
Good answer. Good answer.
And I'm assuming that
Yes.
we're limiting this to Jacksonville, so
Yeah.
I'm going to say Capital Grill.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Before we see if that's right or not, Aaron, what would your answer be for that?
If I'm paying?
Thinking as a snow
No,
bunny.
you're not paying.
No, if you weren't paying.
If you were a woman
Well, if
and
I
you're
was a
going out with a
woman.
guy who got $275 million contract, you're going to go celebrate, where would you go that you don't have to spend your money?
As a snow bunny, I would go to Three Forks.
Good answer.
Good
answer.
Love that spot. Shout out to Three
Forks is
Forks.
on my mind.
Shout out to Three Forks Salad at Three Forks.
I'm not going to go to a steakhouse and have a salad.
No. You have a salad in addition to your dinner.
Okay.
I'm just saying, as far as salads go, there is none that is beaten by the Three Forks salad.
Okay, Capital Grill has king crab legs, though.
Y'all are brother and sister. I mean, the energy is there. Capital Grill.
Woo!
Aaron Schachter.
Back on time.
Listen. Aaron Schachter, devastating loss after
Is it,
being on top of the
though?
mountain.
You sure about that?
5-2.
Ooh,
It
that
wasn't
was
even
a good
5-2. You gave me 2 on Petty. The 2 you gave me weren't even real.
We had to help you out.
Toyota
5-2.
wasn't the right answer, and then whatever you just gave me last time was a Petty one.
Toyota is absolutely the right answer.
No. The Toyota dealership I stole from you.
Oh, yeah. No.
That wasn't the
5-2.
right answer. And then when it was 4-1, he gave me 1 just because he felt bad.
For produce.
Yeah.
I understood where the joke was going. I just didn't get the full
That was
punchline.
poor delivery on my part. You shouldn't reward me for that.
Nah, sometimes you just help out.
It's fine. You can have the 2.
Michelle Thibodeau, how's it feel to be back on top, smoking Aaron Schachter?
Feels better. I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Pause. Double pause.
That's it for Survey Says this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Only 30 minutes into the hour.
I know, right? Show's over, folks.
It's the Aaron Schachter Show. Let's get back to some fun stuff. As if this wasn't fun, not for me.
What you're implying.
904-362-9901. If you want to ask Michelle about the ring on her finger, or where she wants to eat dinner without spending money, or her separate secret bank account during her marriage to her ex-husband, all of that is on the table for the next segment on the Aaron Schachter Show. Back in a minute at ESPN 690.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Fair to partly cloudy tonight. Temperatures dropping into the low 70s. It'll be partly sunny and hot for your Friday with just an isolated brief shower, but still largely dry. Highs around 90. For the CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. 0% financing for 5 years is back for a limited time at Beards Diamonds.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Louis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Louis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. So my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Louis. The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool.
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth and SEC registered investment advisor. Florida license D056341.
On Guarding Your Nest Egg Radio, Mike Lester, founder of Talon Wealth, focuses on a key question many share. Do I have enough to retire?
For starters, we'll do the math for you. But to me, it's really more about lifestyle. I want to find out what's important to you. I want to find out what your expenses are. And then I'm going to give you a realistic expectation moving forward of how your money needs to be invested to accomplish your goals in retirement.
Get to know Mike at guardingyournestegg.com.
Hey, Jacksonville Cougars, it's me, Soccer Sam, for Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizza is now open in Jacksonville, Florida, Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. Daily $10 deals, dine in with beer and wine, and delivery at salvatores.com. The famous Formoso family brings Salvatore's Pizza, Rochester's favorite pizza, including our 32-piece sheet pizza for your next event. Do it with me, baby. Salvatores.com.
Sell your home stress-free this summer with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. When you get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free and avoid the hassle of costly repairs. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. One of our clients, Caitlin, said, working with Mark Spain Real Estate was so easy, and they exceeded my expectations. Find out what your guaranteed offer will be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Total Wine & More has the best Father's Day gifts at the best prices.
Can't wait till you get me this bourbon. These prices are amazing.
Dad, at Total Wine & More, you'll always find what you love and love what you find.
Drink responsibly. B21.
Ooh, ma. What was that?
That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very...
Calm? I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief are your ally and will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. Call 800-230-5174.
ESPN 690 has a chance for you to win tickets to see the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp play at 121 Financial Ballpark. Register to win your tickets at ESPN690.com, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. Just trading some war stories.
I'd say.
Don't mind us. There were a couple of stories I didn't get to earlier. I know you're not the biggest football fan, Michelle, but do you remember Saxonville?
Yes.
Well, a lot of people are starting to equate this year's Jaguars with the resurgence of Saxonville, and one of them is a former member, Malik Jackson, who was recently on Kay Adams' show, and he had this to say about the Jaguars' defense.
I see what they're doing, getting Eric Armstead down there, really beefing up the line with Josh Allen. When I saw the free agency, I was like, man, that looks like a mighty, like a Malik and Calais Campbell type of vibe going on down there with Yannick Ngakoue and all those other guys. So, for me, I think they understand what it takes to get to the next level and really.
Ultimately, he's saying that he sees what it takes to get to the next level on defense, and he thinks that that's what they're doing this year for Jacksonville, which is important, I think, now that you've signed Trevor to this monster deal, because good quarterbacks need good defenses so that they can go deep and take shots downfield. And from that Saxonville team, you may remember a man named Calais Campbell.
Absolutely.
And Calais is beloved in this city.
Yes.
And Jacksonville, I think, kicked the tires on Calais last year. They brought him in for a conversation before he ultimately signed with another team.
That sucks. I know.
He wanted a little bit more playing time than we were able to give him. I understand that. Man's able to go out there and earn a living for himself. But then
Plus, he's getting older too, right?
Well, everyone gets older, yes. I think he's 37 years old now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So Calais was a free agent this offseason as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of hoping that Jacksonville was able to bring the man in. They seem to be bringing guys in like this who are like good character guys, Man of the Year award guys, who will teach the young guys how to be a professional and how to act in the locker room. But Calais has been signed. Calais, now a member of the Miami Dolphins.
I would have liked to have him back.
37 years old.
I would have liked to have him back. He was awesome.
He had 6.5 sacks last year, Brian. 6.5 sacks is the highest mark since 2019.
Good for him.
Highest mark in the last 5 years for Calais Campbell.
Wow.
56 tackles, 17 quarterback hits.
Well, he was closing in on 100 sacks for his career.
Mm-hmm.
So it might have been a little bit more motivation.
You think
than
he's
even
chasing
normal.
that?
No. I think he got it last season.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he had got that.
Yeah, he was closing in on it last season. So,
well, last season was his
him.
best year since his last year with the Jaguars.
Nice.
Or at least since his Pro Bowl season with the Jaguars, 2019. But shout out to Calais Campbell, who's going to run it back for another year. A lot of these names, Mercedes Lewis, Calais Campbell out there running it back for one more year. Mercedes a little bit older.
Right.
Mercedes touching 40 now.
Ooh.
It's an interesting reaction.
Seems old for a football player, though.
It doesn't seem old for a football player. It is old for a football player.
Okay, well, I wasn't going to say it like that, but okay.
Well, it's a little more, I think, nicer than going, ooh.
Say that out loud.
You know, Brian has that same reaction when it comes to women sometimes.
Does he?
Whoa.
That's what I saw when Summer Rae was in here. You had a stink face on. Oh, maybe not. Okay.
I had a stink face on.
You were like,
okay.
Ooh, okay.
I'll let you cook with this one. Go ahead. Keep.
I'm done cooking. I'm serving.
What does that mean, though? I had a stink face on.
I don't think you were appreciative of the age. You act like you're some 20-something, but you're not. You're up there, too.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that's fine. I thought Summer Rae said she was 40.
She did.
Oh, okay.
Brian ain't up there too high because he told us we were gatekeeping on Fleetwood Mac and Joan Jett.
Well, in Brian's defense.
First of all, Joan Jett.
Joan Jett was like a current artist in the early 80s.
Right.
Brian was probably born in the early 80s.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't up there too high. He's got to be young. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Brian's a good guy. Thanks for the sandwich.
Brian, comment?
Hey, man, listen, I'll let you guys cook because, again, the most unlikely haters to become great friends. You guys should take this show on the road. I tell Michelle that all the time. You guys should take this on remotes.
He's my friend. I opened the door for him the other day when he was getting out of his car.
You opened up his car door?
No, we were coming in the building at the same time, and I opened the door for him because I saw him get out of his car.
You consider us friends?
I mean, yeah.
Whoa.
Right?
Took a lot of words to get to.
I mean, who asks that question?
Someone who isn't sure that you consider us friends.
I mean, sure.
So Aaron could ask you for a favor 8 p.m. at night after you've already sat down, chilled out.
You going to show up for me, Michelle?
Wow.
Depends on what it is.
That sounds like a good friend.
I mean, I'm not like your ride or die or anything, but
Respect. I love the fact that she's being honest with you on the airwaves, too.
But if you were like to call out and you said, Michelle, I need you to host the show, I mean, I'd be here.
Oh, yeah, sure. Don't got to ask you twice.
We'd have a 1997 Jacksonville Jaguars show. I could talk about all the old players.
All 8 segments on Jimmy Smith.
No, Keenan and all the other ones.
Don't forget Mark Brunell.
Yeah.
And Fred Taylor.
What you mean, yeah? She's like, yeah.
And Brad Meester.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one guy's name
Tony
you
Baselli.
said?
Joel Schmangy,
yeah,
and there's
Schmangy.
John Yurkovich. I mean, I could go all the way back.
There you go.
Are you just like frozen in time from that season?
I feel like it.
It was just a special season.
It
for
was
you.
a great season. I had season tickets. I was 6 rows from the field on the
That's a flex.
20
I was about to
yards.
say, humble brag?
Yeah.
No wonder she's
because
wearing a 4-carat rock on her hand.
I wasn't married. I was just out of college. I mean, this
hot
was
girl season. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Michelle Thibodeau. Yeah, hot girl summers back then.
Everybody was given the opportunity to buy, season tickets when we first got the Jags team. So my mom bought them. So they're family tickets.
Were the tickets wood back then? You get splinters holding those
No,
things?
but they were actually paper tickets that they sent you in the mail and you had to tear them off.
Like a lost cat sign?
Yeah.
No, they were perforated and you had to tear off this week's tickets or next time. So you had to actually present a paper ticket when you went to the gate.
And you'd go to your phone that was attached to the wall and call your friend up and tell them you got your tickets?
Yep. We didn't have we had cell phones, but nobody could afford them. And, they were kind of big. I used it.
What year was this? You didn't have no cell phone with Jimmy Smith in town?
No. That's what I'm saying. We didn't have
you
cell
didn't
phone.
have a cell phone, Aaron.
Bro, cell phones came out, iPhone came out like 2006.
Yeah, no, this was before 2006.
Yes.
Yeah. We did. That's what I'm saying. We didn't have them. We had, when I worked in the newsroom, my first job in news, we had a giant cell phone Michael Douglas was talking in that one movie, the big cell phone on the beach when he's in Wall Street. And that was the size of the phones back then.
Yeah, back in the 1900s.
Right. And but I didn't own one personally, no. So yes, I went to my phone on the wall and called my friend and be like, yeah, we got our tickets. But
I had an Omni phone back in the day. That was the pay-as-you-go phone.
I got a Nokia phone eventually.
Nokias were the hot stuff. First it was StarTech. Then it was Nokias.
Mm-hmm.
Free nights and weekends? Are you kidding me?
In 1980, the first cell phone was commercially
Nobody
available.
had it,
Nobody
except
had
for rich
that,
people.
right?
Nobody had
And
it.
they were probably in the console of your car. Like,
yeah. It was like in a briefcase in the cup holder of
Right.
your car.
Yeah, I know a
if
whole
you were
lot.
like a stockbroker.
Yeah, I know a whole lot about it to know that y'all didn't have one.
Because it was on TV.
Okay.
It was on, exactly. It was on
This is what I'm
movies.
talking about. This teamwork, this duel right here. Jason
no, we're
Tatum
just
and
both
Jaylen
old
Brown.
enough to have lived through it.
Right.
Oh, my
I remember when Everbank was Alltel Stadium after the phone company. It was Alltel Stadium. That was the mobile phone. Yeah.
A lot of people remember when it was Alltel Stadium.
Yeah, because we made the playoffs.
No, it's not what okay.
A lot of people do. Are you being sarcastic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Me?
Well, I can't tell because I can't see his face.
Clearly. Hey, I think that's a good idea, Brian. Thanks a lot.
What?
Sarah and Schachter Show. Nothing.
What's happening?
Nothing. We're just going to limp to the finish line in a couple of minutes.
I thoroughly enjoy this hour of radio. I look forward to this every week.
Well, as you know, Brian, we do the show just for you every Friday.
I'm here for you, Brian.
Yeah, we don't do it
Apparently
for the
not for me, but she's there for you.
After 8 p.m., depending on the circumstance.
Yeah, I better not call her after 8 p.m. unless it's to host this radio show. Even if I'm giving you money to shove in the secret bank account.
You didn't say anything about money.
Yeah, for a reason. I ain't paying for this. Back in a couple of minutes on ESPN 690.
Let's face it, work sucks, but you do get a lunch break. That's where the Young and Norvell Show comes in weekdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on ESPN 690, featuring me, Terry Norvell, and former Gator basketball star and current SEC Network analyst Patrick Young. Let's face it, Hollywood has been fresh out of ideas for 25 years. So don't waste your valuable lunch break on the same old tired TV and movie shows. Tune in to the Young and Norvell Show, where we promise to make you laugh, think, get angry, but most important, you will have fun. It will quickly become your favorite part of the day. The Young and Norvell Show, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on ESPN 690.
Spring has sprung, and tax return season is here. Now's the time to beautify your home by replacing your old windows with new energy-efficient, easy-to-clean windows from American Window Products. Keep the summer heat out with special glass packages, including low E3 and argon gas. American Window Products only uses the highest quality products and professionally trained employees to install. Call now to find out why they were voted the #1 window company in Jacksonville. 731-2247 for a free estimate, or visit AmericanWindowProducts.com.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Main office, Jacksonville.
Rich Jones here. Investing can be more about just filling a bank account. It's about having a secure retirement, protecting your family. Let DLP Capital help you to protect your why. Here's CEO and founder Don Wenner.
I started DLP Capital with an expectation that I could provide my family, my investors, my team members, and the families of my investors with awesome returns, limited volatility, and no losses, all while providing desperately needed affordable housing to the American workforce.
To get your investor's guide and learn more, dial *invest on your cell phone or visit highyieldreturns.net.
Are you looking for the perfect Father's Day gift? Look no further than Shooters. This Thursday through Sunday, June 13th through the 16th, Shooters and Smith & Wesson are bringing you the largest Smith & Wesson sale of the year. With the largest savings of the year, blink away with a Smith & Wesson M&P 1522. Very affordable, just $429. You save $70. The most popular small frame defense revolver on the market, the Airweight 38 Special for only $469. Save $70. The hottest selling concealed carry pistol, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm for only $399. You save $150. Get unmatched value with the new Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0 handgun for a low $279. Save $80. Shooters and Smith & Wesson's Father's Day sale, the largest sale of the year, June 13th through 16th at Shooters, 5085 University Boulevard West. See the full ad at shootersjacks.com.
Hi, this is Mark Spain, and we're hiring listing agents. Are you ready for a career move that will be rewarding and earn you the high income you deserve? If you enjoy delivering great customer service and working with people, I want to talk to you. Go to joinmarkspain.com and apply today.
Hi, it's me, your plumber, with important information for anyone interested in safe, soft, filtered water. Don't drink bottled water. Get advice from someone you trust, buy a water filter, and don't call those high-priced water guys. Instead, call me, your plumber. I recommend Safety Zone water systems, so you get top-quality equipment, affordable prices, and you'll save money too. Safety Zone is your #1 choice considering price, performance, and reliability.
Safety Zone Water is the single-source water treatment supplier for the plumbing industry. Our distributor is Nolan Company Jacksonville, the leading plumbing wholesaler for water treatment in Northeast Florida. For sales and service, contact your local plumber or visit us at safetyzonewater.com.
Safety Zone Water.
The #1 water brand recommended by plumbers.
Hey guys, we're the Twin Peaks Girls. We just love guys that listen to the Young and Norvell Show. Weekdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on ESPN 690.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. About to wrap it up for the week. BYB Extreme bare knuckle fights tonight. Prime Osborne Center, Jacksonville Axemen tomorrow night. UNF. Lots going on in town this weekend. More info, you can find either of those two items at ESPN690.com. What are you laughing at, Brian?
I didn't realize I was laughing.
You did. As soon as we came back into the show, I started talking. You were laughing at me or something.
No, I was doing the stuff that they teach you to do on TV when you're anchoring, and it's like, oh, you do the facial expressions. You smile at the beginning when your other anchor is talking. Sometimes if it's a happy story,
I didn't know that was a tip
for the stream. Yeah.
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, man. John and Tanika, man, they had me right, man.
You got all
I should
the
be
tips.
on TV right now.
You should be.
Oh, look at that. That's the kind of support I need right there.
Exactly.
Brian, you and I were talking before the show about airports and airplanes because I was telling you my daughter had her flight canceled.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that, man.
Yeah, it sucks for her. She's excited about it.
Mm.
Well, she's not excited about the flight being canceled. She was excited about traveling.
Yeah.
But then we started talking about flying in a plane.
Yes.
And we started talking about which airlines we like. And I raised the point that I hate Southwest because of the way they board the plane. You familiar with this, Michelle, the way they board the plane at Southwest?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You guys are okay with it? Like, I really like knowing when I get on the plane, and I like there to be order on that line. I hate this
There is order.
Free-for-all survival of the fittest thing that happens, especially on like the Delta gates as well, where they start calling Group A, Group B, Group C. But before they call any of those people have already rushed up to the front, and they're going to squeeze their way into the very front of the line, even though they're not waiting in a line.
Yeah, because all you have to say is that, like, you have a hurt shoulder or like you just had a hip replacement, you need extra time to get on the airplane.
Clearly, you've done that before.
No, I'm just saying that's you can do that.
I'm not even saying that far. I'm saying people aren't trying to, like, squeeze their way in by lying. I'm saying that people just line up at the front of the gate without waiting in queue with everybody else. Like an informal line kind of starts.
Right. Yeah,
but then there are people who just skip the whole thing and try to wait at the front. That makes you want to suplex somebody.
Wow. The anger's there.
I start to rage spiral in that moment because it is so unjust to everyone who's just been waiting.
Wow. Unjust. You feel passionate about this.
Yes. You don't belong at the front of the line. Why are you doing that?
You know, it's human nature.
They may have status. You don't know.
You don't know.
Be a diamond or
here's what I do know. They don't have that status because they're a peasant waiting for Group C just like me.
Oh. Well, I mean, if you know that for a fact, then I agree with you.
Yeah, they didn't go on when they call the other groups. They wait till they hear Group C, then they start pushing their way up front.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hate it, the whole boarding process.
That's how you get a wedgie as an adult, pushing your way up front.
Mm-hmm.
Thibodeau, what's your thoughts on middle seats?
I mean,
You like regular size, too. Okay, what's your thoughts on middle seats?
I mean, I don't want to sit in one.
I mean, nobody does.
No.
Well, there's no middle seats in business class, first class. So I doubt that you.
That's right.
It's interesting you know that.
That's
doubt
right.
you sit in the middle seat. But okay. Yeah, the other thing me and Aaron were having a back and forth about, I was like, if I'm sitting in the middle seat, which I did 2 flights ago, I was like, if I'm not spilling over into your chairs, which I'm not, I'm getting both of these armrests though. You feel what I'm saying? Like somebody has the window and they get to look out the window.
Brian feels like it's an inalienable right of the middle seat.
I get both armrests
armrests
if I'm sitting in the middle.
Yeah, the point you said, if you sit in the window seat, you get the window. If you sit in the aisle seat, you get to spread out into the aisle. If you sit in the middle seat, the treat there is you get both armrests.
Yeah.
I think that should be survival of the fittest, not the cue to get on the plane. I think if you sit in the middle seat and someone there wants to use the armrest, you guys jostle a little bit and see who wins.
Right. I mean, there are no written rules about like what you get when you sit in the middle seat, except for cramped. But I mean, yeah.
Sorry, guys. Breaking news. There are no written rules about what you get in the middle seat. Yeah, we know that. I'm just saying there are. It doesn't have to. There aren't like these rights to people. It's just if you're in the middle seat, it stinks, right? It's the worst of the three.
Right.
But Brian's making it seem like it's the end of the world.
I'm also, one reason why I like Southwest is because I can technically use the passenger of size policy.
What is the policy?
They can't question you if you're like, I got a board. Because you're a certain size, shape.
So you're that dude I'm cursing about.
Well, no,
who's
because
walking up in front of the line.
But there are a couple of rules. You can't get in the exit row. They got some like.
I guess they do give you special permission, so it's not the same. You're not some dude just trying to cut line. You're like, hey, you have a rule about this.
But I don't use it. I normally am early enough to.
Now you recently lost a lot of weight, so I feel like flying is a different experience for you now.
The length doesn't shorten though. Maybe the width.
He's still tall.
But the length.
No, I understand. Like it's a pain, especially with no leg room. Yeah. And they're always trying to get rid of the leg room so you can shove another row of seats in there.
Yeah.
But at least you're not uncomfortable with the armrests now, right?
No, absolutely not.
Well, hopefully you're getting points so that you can, start getting upgraded and stuff.
You getting points, Brian? You fly enough to get good points.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thibodeau, when's the last time you flew with the regular folks, with the commoners?
It's been a long time.
Talk your talk. Talk your talk. I like that. She's like, nah, I don't know what goes on behind that curtain.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have a secret bank account and a 4-carat ring on your finger.
I'm sitting down with a drink.
I didn't have to fly with the poor people.
That's what I'm talking about. Pull it, cut it, book it, caption it.
That's a clip.
And the laughter afterwards.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us all week on the Aaron Schachter Show. It's been a fun one. Lots of great guests, including you, Michelle Thibodeau. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Better not be another girl in my seat next week. I'm going to be monitoring.
Well, now we're going to have to put another girl in that seat.
Running down the hallway.
When you show up on Friday, we're going to have her sitting there. Brian, thank you for great radio this week. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Justin Kuzart, who I thought came in earlier this week for a little bit. It was terrible radio, but don't worry about it. You can always check out the latest episodes on the ESPN 690 podcast. Brian, it seems like you want me to leave.
It's the Aaron Schachter Show, man. You decide when we leave.
We'll see you guys Monday.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Ready? Go.
Okay, doctor.
Operation.
No, the most amazing care.
They changed my life. Highness Hospital for Children! Because people just like you, kids like me, can play in the game of life. Thank you! Go to lovetrends.org right away. Thank you!
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
The lightest 350 horsepower onboard has just hit the water. Introducing the all-new Yamaha 4.3-liter V6 Offshore F350 with advanced features and class-leading power to weight. Every run will be more efficient and exhilarating. The new 4.3-liter V6 Offshore F350 from Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
Beard's Diamond's incredible 0% financing is back.
Shop the biggest inventory in North Florida
And get 0% financing store-wide for 5 years on anything and everything.
in the St. John's Town Center or beardsdiamonds.com.
Hi, this is Stan Nagel for Energy Seal Foam Insulation. Do you have a metal building that you're burning up in? Call us today and let us fix it. Call Energy Seal to have spray foam insulation applied to your metal building. 888-306-3626. EnergySealToday.com. 888-306-3626.
No one knows the importance of a great assist more than Lowe's and Leo Messi. That's why we've teamed up to give MVP's Pro Rewards members 10 times the points when Messi makes an assist during CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Activate this offer starting June 20th, so when Messi assists, you score. Shop the day after an assist to earn those extra points. Not an MVP's Pro Rewards member? Join today.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. 0% financing for 5 years is back for a limited time at Beards Diamonds. Live from the Anajar and Levine studios, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
I'm Doug Brown. No team has ever swept both the conference finals and the NBA finals in the same year. The Celtics could be the first tonight in Dallas. ESPN's Brian Windhorst.
They have pretty much dominated who's ever been put in front of them. And you can say, well, they're in the Eastern Conference, right? The Eastern Conference, they don't actually play NBA basketball. They're in the minor leagues, right?